What's going on YouTube? Back again with another pickups video. Got a new console I want to show off again. Now I have some good news and bad news. Whether you're one of my subscribers or you just found me in your girlfriend's bookmarks, I'm afraid this is probably going to be the last pickups video you're going to see for a good while. However, the good news is, if you don't like pickup videos, this is probably the last pickups video you're going to see me do for a little while. And the reason for that is not just the last couple of systems, but the last 6 months or so I've just spent an obscene amount of money on games and consoles. Ooh, Gungrave, yes. I've had this for a good while but sold it, so I've been looking to get it again. Excellent game, look forward to the upcoming video of that. Like I was saying, I've just spent a heck of a lot of money on games, and most of them I've not even got around to playing yet. PS1 game. On the floor. Oh yes, Gx. Another one I had back when the PS1 was at its height. Good game. Must have sold it because I don't have it anymore. One more, then we get to the system. Oh, yeah, excellent. I've not played this game actually, but I have played the first Siberia on PC. An excellent YouTuber by the name of CRTK, a good friend of mine. He uploaded a video where he showed off his favourite point-and-click adventure games, and the first one, the Siberia series, is probably my all-time favourite on PC. The sequel, I'm not sure how this is going to play out on the console. I imagine they might have gone the same route as Broken Sword 3, made it more of an adventure game, but I'm very looking forward to this. Okay, the console. Now this is something that's going to get 28th Ryan very excited. And it's not even a phallic shaped object. The console, a handheld I should say, a handheld console. It seems to be very popular with YouTubers at the moment. I saw people uploaded a video unboxing one. You go and guess what it is. It is an Atari Lynx. The box isn't in the best of condition, but there we go. What does that say there? Interchangeable software cartridges available. And this is the Lynx 2 model. Now, I've always known it as the Lynx 2, but I've just noticed on this box there's no reference to it being a follow-up or I open the damn thing. And so the Lynx 2 moniker might be just something that gamers gave it. We have got a mashed up box, but at least the game's alright. Manual included, I think. Stun Runner. Never played that. Very thick manual in a dozen different languages. Power supply. Not an official one, but sure do the job. And the console itself. Wow, that's in nice condition. Nice game in. Twister Mines 2. I thought there was supposed to be 3 games included. What is in the box? No, this is just 2. Oh well. Now normally when I do these pickup videos on unbox the console, I show you some gameplay, but I don't think you're going to be able to see much on one of these screens. So, by way of compensation, what I'll do is I'll show off my complete console and computer collection. Enjoy. Well, here it is, folks, my complete collection. There's a story behind every one of these consoles, but I'll try and be as quick as possible. Xbox 360 Elite, fantastic machine. The Sega Saturn, that's a UK PAL model. Nintendo Wii, not everyone's cup of tea, but more of a toy than hardcore gaming machine, but I've had a lot of fun playing it. One of my all-time favourite consoles, the SNK Neo Geo CD. Some fantastic games. Now I know this comes in for a lot of stick because of the excessive loading times, but the games are a heck of a lot cheaper on this than they are on the AES. My first unboxing was for this thing. Wonderful chrome effect. There's a handsome man staring at me. Cześć, Jak się masz? VCR, 60 gig PS3, slimline PS3, my modded Xbox, got Executor 2 running on this, original Xbox, don't use that anymore, Dreamcast, fantastic little system, Nintendo 64 with an ever-present copy of Zelda. What else have we got? Oh yes, PCFX. Now a couple of people have been asking me if I can play PC Engine CD games on this. Unfortunately not, but still fantastic little device. We've got some old school computer action. The Amstrad Cpc464. CPC just stands for Color Personal Computer. One of the later models of the Commodore 64, this was to make it look more like the Amiga. I do have a Breadbid model somewhere. Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 2. I got this because of the built-in cassette recorder. Was actually manufactured by Amstrad. And that is by no means the end of it, folks. There is more. Wonderful Sega Master System. My introduction to console gaming. A couple of different models here. This is the original model I had from new, decorated with some stickers on it. The model I play on the most is this one. Now, being a UK gamer as I am, a lot of these consoles have 50, 60 Hz switches on them. Awesome Famicom Twin. You saw me playing Crisis Force on this. Fortunately, I've got no disc games for it. Look to pick some of them up. PlayStation 1. I lost the screws, so I had to tape it when I chipped it. And we've got a couple of Super Nintendos. Got 4 PAL ones, all terribly, terribly yellowed, dusty, and look at the state of this one. Some more Transformer stickers. In case you haven't guessed, I am a fan. And besides that, we have the American model. Now, when I first saw pictures of this model in magazines, because the differences between the models, the Japanese model is identical to the UK one, except it says Super Famicom here. When I saw screenshots for the American model, because we didn't get Super Nintendo until the summer of 1992, can you believe that? Almost 2 years after its Japanese release. But I thought this was an absolutely horrendous design. No, I did get one. I took the edge pieces out there, so we'll play Japanese games. But I don't know, it has grown on me. A couple of GameCubes, both broken. I think this one just needs a laser. I think it's that one, and that'll be up and running again. This one, oh, this one is a real mess inside. A couple of NES consoles. I saw, who was it? Oh, it was Lawn Boy's Post 1975. He recently acquired one of these. Wrong way around. I think he paid £10 for his with one game. I paid nothing for the 3 of these. I found all 3 of these in the street. Not all together, all separately. One of these was found in a dustbin in at a bus stop, and you better believe I had a good rummage through it just to make sure there's no games hidden down there as well. Didn't care who was looking. Neo Geo CD controller. It is a very responsive controller, but the joysticks are much better for the fighting games and whatnot. A couple of Atari Jaguars. Some people consider these to be very underrated machines. They did have some games on them. Some of the early games are very good. Tempest 2000, Aliens vs Predator and that. But I do think it is one of the better looking consoles. I think the Americans pronounce it Jaguar. We call it Jaguar. Oh, very grubby, but still working. Asian PAL. Sega Mega Drive. A couple of switches on the back. This is 50, 60 Hertz. This is multi-region out of the box. This will play anything. But this switch here is a language switch. And for some old games, US or UK, flick of this switch will bring up the Japanese title screen. Mega Drive 2, Mega CD 2, of course I have the UK PAL Mega CD 1 underneath this, but I have a cartridge which goes in here to play the import games. Very handy. Loose Mega Drive 2. And we saved the best to last. Oh ho ho, yes. The PC Engine. The one and only. Now, I did mention in one of my previous videos that this isn't working. Actually, this is the model I fried. It's been hardwired with a SCART lead. I put the wrong power supply in it and fried both the CD unit and the console. This is a replacement console, so I can play Hue cards. I do have a Core Graphics 2 PC Engine because there was a number of different models released. The only real difference is the colour and the fact that you can only use RF on these models, whereas you can use SCART and RGB on the Core Graphics. And we come to a couple of the handhelds. Stun Runner running on my brand new Lynx. Don't know if you're going to be able to make any of that out. A couple of others, Game Boy Advance, PSP, a couple of Game Gears that need capacitors. Now these things I bought as projects years ago. Sega Nomads. The Americans watching this should be familiar with this. UK gamers probably not so much. But both of these are broken, both the screens are complete write-offs. Now one of these, I think it's this one. If you put a Mega Drive 2 SCART, you can get picture on your TV, so it is usable. But I haven't got around to fixing these yet. There's a game in this. And it is, I think it's an Astonishing Story, I think it is. Yep. Now, all these American, Japanese consoles allow me to introduce you to the British equivalent, the Amstrad Gx 4000. Now, there's a reason why you've never heard of this. It was a colossal failure. Britain's only entry into the console market, if you don't count the canned, what was it called? I'll remember it in a minute. This thing, check this out. Lots of different connections in it. That's the front, that's the back. It does have SCART out, which is interesting. It was basically a consoleized version of one of their popular home computers. Unfortunately, everybody knew that from the start, so it really got very little attention. Controller boxed. Very similar to the Master System controller. Will actually work on a Master System. This is what games look like. Very small, very plain looking things. Ocean were just about the only company that actually released software for this, I think. Not many games on it. Yeah, very rare, very hard to get hold of. Now there are a couple of systems I haven't shown off. My Sega Saturn. This is the chipped one. As you can see. Running a bit of, well, you're not going to see that with the light, but running Panzer Dragoon Saga. I do have a boxed Gamecom. Bought that from new. I also have a Nokia N-Gage with a couple of games. But that isn't working anymore, unfortunately. I think that's about it for my collection thus far. As you can see, I have a few doubles. Who knows? I might do trades with some people if anyone's interested. I'd like to show off my games collection. This is only a few games that I was playing or planning on making videos of. 3x3 Eyes on the PC Engine. Can't play it because I haven't got a CD. But it does come with this. A VHS video cassette. There's some wonderful anime on it. So I was going to show that off. Some PS2 games. Xbox. Master System. Oh, I told you definitely want to make a video of that. A couple of PC Engine games. That's the anime titles, as you can see. The original Bomberman. 2 copies of the original Bomberman. Outlive. It's the Heavy Unit, fantastic. R-Type 1 and 2. Now this isn't the sequel to R-Type. It is actually the same game, just the first 4 levels on this Hue card, and the next 4 on this one. There's 3x3 Eyes, haven't played it yet. Rico Lotus War, Tokimeki Memorial, Dragon Knight, a few others. Yeah, I do try and learn Japanese from time to time. Not very good at it yet. Real mix of games. The same down there. But this video I think has gone on long enough. So, just like to say to you all, thanks for watching.